Live from Penn State's campus, this is Nittany Talk. I'm Kaylin Green, and in today's episode, we're going to discuss zodiac signs, see what Penn State's favorite season is, and talk with special guest, student entrepreneur Dave Moyer. Now, let's get to talking. Welcome back to Nittany Talk. My co-hosts Courtney Green, Paloma Frount, Sammy Saucier, and I will be discussing zodiac signs. So guys, what's everyone's sign?
So, I'm a Pisces. I've heard we have some other Pisces here too.
Yes, Pisces,
Nice.
February 25th.
February 20th.
Nice.
Love
Yes.
March 16th.
Well, I'm the
There you
odd
go.
man out. I'm a Taurus.
That's
So-
okay. Ironically enough, we're still compatible. That's so funny. I know Taurus is an earth sign.
Yeah, I
Um,
saw that when I was looking
Pisces is
into
the water
things.
sign, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's
Makes
earth,
sense.
like
I love
wind.
the beach.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So what are you guys' favorite signs besides your own?
I have to say, recently, I really get along with Capricorns, which is very interesting because I, looking up online and even in the books, a Pisces is not really compatible with a Capricorn. So I find that very funny, but a lot of, my guy friends are and stuff, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Pisces. I feel like I love how, I don't know, I feel like they just have such a good heart and they're very sensitive. I don't feel like they're cold people at all, and I don't like people that are very cold. And it's funny, my boyfriend's a Pisces, and a lot of my best friends are Pisces, and I feel like it's because of that. I feel like I can really connect with them.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's a little, circle of the 12. So I feel like overall, Pisces kind of gets, the compassion and stuff from the other signs. And it's kind of like the chameleon where it can, adjust to whatever other people have. I don't know. I'm such a nerd about it. I totally believe in it. Whenever people make fun of me, I think it's, closed-minded. It's okay if you don't. But,
Yeah.
I think it's so fun. It's something that
Very
you could talk to with
interesting.
other girls. It's the girly kind of subject, you know?
Definitely.
But it also relates what you were saying about Capricorn. It also relates to what your moon sign is, what your rising sign is, which to people watching me be like, what? What are you talking about? But the rising sign is basically what you put out to other people, and the moon sign's your emotions, and then your sun sign's basically the first ingredient that they throw in when it comes to your personality if you were to believe in it.
Definitely.
Do you guys know what your moon signs or your rising signs are?
I know I'm an Aries for my moon sign and a Sagittarius for my rising sign, I believe.
Nice.
That's what we
Okay.
call. I don't really know what those mean. I do know the traits that come with being a Taurus, and I think that they do match with me. One of them, some are not that great, and I admit, one of them said materialistic, and I do think I like nicer things,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I can totally see that
Yeah.
being the case. Another is stubborn and inflexible. I do think that I have a sort of control problem sometimes. I do feel like I need to be in charge of things. So I could see that being the case as well. And the last one said boring. I'm not boring.
You're
I
not
think
boring.
you're boring.
I know
I'm
you're
not
boring.
boring.
No.
That's false news. And then I thought it was really funny. It said, I'm somebody that looks for long-lasting friendships and love. And I think that that's completely my case. I'm somebody that has a very small circle, and I ever since I was little, I always liked that, and I've had the same friends for years, and I always look at my friends as being my life forever, and I love my boyfriend, I want him in my life forever. So I feel like I am somebody that looks towards the future and hopes to have the same people
Yeah.
around her, so I could totally see that being the case for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's great.
that does make
Yeah.
sense. I like it. What
I
about
mean,
you?
Pisces characteristics, I'd say that we're very compassionate and kind of stuck in our own reality. I know for me, I zone out a lot in class. It's really hard for me to pay attention to one thing because I'm very imaginative and creative. And but I definitely 100% vibe with the Pisces as much as I do. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be another sign, to be honest.
I also think I'm, pretty emotional. I've got like the
Yes.
crying down pack.
Yeah.
And, I think
Yeah.
my moon sign is Scorpio, so that's like two water signs, and then my rising
love
is
it.
Aries. And I know your rising is how you like kind of present yourself to other people, but I don't think I come across as like being an Aries. I don't know how I feel about that.
What are characteristics of Aries?
Aries tend to be, they're a fire sign. So they're very, passionate. They're also very stubborn, at least from my experience. And they're very strong-willed, and they're gonna let you know exactly how they feel about, whatever it is that they're talking about. But I also just, I don't know, I don't feel like I come across that way all the time. I feel like I'm definitely a little bit more like secluded, and if I am feeling a certain way about something, I'm probably not going to say it right in that very moment. So,
Gotcha.
I don't know.
It's really interesting you say that, because like the other planets that are like making up the constellation that is like your zodiac chart, like your map of like what the stars were when you were born, is like that also like kind of plays a part in like the role of like who you are, how you act, how you assert yourself, how you like work. And there's like a little planet for each of those. I know my moon sign's in Gemini, which I don't know how I feel about that. Gemini.
Mixed reviews about Gemini.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's like very wishy-washy, and it's ironic that it's like in the moon sign for me.
Right.
So it's like technically it means like the emotions run really high or really low, which I'd agree with. And then the rising sign is Virgo, which I really liked because all of her
I'm a
traits.
rising Virgo too.
So are you? Yeah. No. It's like ironic how the random people that you meet like have similar like pieces to their chart as you. Like I did. I went on a total like deep dive, and I did all my best friends' zodiac charts. And me and my best friend Kayla had the same exact zodiac chart, even though we were born on different days. Every single planet, other than the moon, was in the same exact spot, like in the sky when we were both born. And that's kind of what made me believe in it, because it's like I've got this one friend that like I vibe with whenever I see her. And like, I don't know, we have the same exact like matchup of like this thing. And then my other friend, Mary, same thing. We have like one difference in our chart. I thought it was so ironic. Like, go figure.
Wow.
Very interesting.
That's really what sold me on zodiac signs.
I think they're so cool. I mean, and the characteristics are definitely just spot on. Like I was reading about mine, and I'm like, wow, this is just who I am. You know?
Yeah.
There's so much out there we have no idea about. So why should we not believe in something like this? Like the universe is immense. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that concludes our discussion for today. Stay tuned for another edition of Nittany on the Street. From sunshine to snow squalls, the spring season has been off to a rocky start. Let's go to Jackie Claire and asking Penn State students their thoughts on the weather and their favorite seasons in this segment of Nittany on the Street.
Hi, and welcome back to Nittany on the Street. I'm Jackie Claire, and I'm here to bring you some action from Penn State's campus. So today, me and my cameraman Lucas are going to be walking around asking people how their spring semester is going, what they're looking forward to. It's been a little bit of fluctuation in the weather. Last week, we were 70s in shorts. Today, we're back in parkas again. So we're just going to kind of be checking the vibes, seeing how people are feeling here in State College today. Let's go. Can I ask you a quick question? When the weather gets warm here, what's your go-to thing to do?
I like to go on walks and listen to music.
Respect. Any song recommendations for springtime?
Oh, that's a hard one. I've been liking Kanye West recently.
Even though he's been a little unhinged lately, the music's still good.
Yeah, you gotta, remove the artist from the art.
Fair enough. Have a good one. What's your favorite season in State College? Not too bad.
Favorite season, probably fall.
Why?
Football season.
I had a feeling that one was coming. What about you?
Fall as well, just because it's warmer.
I would say like spring at the end gets a little warmer though.
True, it does, but I feel like fall there's more warmth.
How are you feeling about the fact then that we had a nice 70 degrees last week and now we got a squall yesterday?
Very sad.
Can I ask you a quick question? Your tunes are on. Your tunes are anything good that we're listening to?
Places Playboy party.
Oh, respect, respect. I'm just wondering, can you describe your semester in 3 words?
I'm very tired.
Describe your semester in 3 words.
Stressful, fun, and back to normal. I know.
All right. No, but that is a great point. This is our first spring semester in like 2 years. How are you feeling about that?
Feeling great. I'm so excited because I got basically my spring semester freshman year taken away from me.
What's your favorite season at Penn State? Summer?
Always summer.
Because there's no people?
No, because it's warm.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Cold.
The weather's been fluctuating a lot lately. How do you feel about that? Little shorts last week, parkas this week.
I wish it was still shorts.
I would have to agree with you. Summer for you as well?
Yes, summer.
I'm a summer girl as well. I like to go to the beach. Can you describe your semester in 3 words?
Not much sleep.
Not much sleep. Working hard? What's your favorite season at Penn State?
Summer, like August season?
So you're kind of sad about this cold weather coming back after we just had a 70-degree week?
Yeah, seasons aren't that big where I'm from, so kind of just rather warmer, definitely.
Warmer for me too. I would have to agree with you. Thank you so much. Have a good one. What's your favorite season in State College?
Probably fall.
Fall. Why?
Football season.
Respect. Are you excited for the blue and white game?
Yes, I am.
First one for me. I don't know about you.
It's my second one.
Senior then?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay, but you've just come before. Anything else you're looking forward to this semester?
For it to be over.
Yeah, that's fair enough, fair enough. Lucas and I are about to go in and talk to the Lord Preacher. We're going to see if he answers our questions. It'll be his first appearance on Nittany Talk. Very exciting. Let's go. Hi, guys. Can we ask you a quick question? What is your favorite season at State College? You first.
I would say spring.
Spring? Warm weather?
Warm weather comes, everything blooms, flowers are out, birds are out.
I have to agree with you. I like the spring weather, but I'm not liking the squall we got yesterday, even though it's supposed to be spring. How are you feeling about that weather fluctuation?
Yeah, spring sometimes takes a while to get here.
Yeah, I would say. I'm hoping next week it comes and it stays.
That's the hope, yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What about you? You have a favorite season here? Ditto. All right, there you have it. They like the spring. Woohoo! That's all I have for today's segment of Nittany on the Street. Let's hope the weather gets warmer these couple weeks and stays that way. For Nittany Talk, I'm Jackie Claire.
Stay tuned for our final segment where we'll talk with student entrepreneur Dave Moyer.
Welcome back to Nittany Talk. I'm Paloma Front, and today we are joined by student entrepreneur David Moyer. He's a third-year student majoring in computer science and minoring in humanitarian engineering, social entrepreneurship. Welcome to the show, Dave.
Thank you.
So could you tell us, it's so great to have you here tonight, especially on Startup Week. Could you tell us a little bit about how you got involved in entrepreneurship and where it has led you?
Yeah, it really started even before college, coming here. My dad always encouraged me to take an entrepreneurship class and really start to think outside the box. And then I never heeded his advice until my first semester of college. There was Management 215, Entrepreneurial Mindset. And that class was really the first class I invested more of myself than just getting the assignments done. It was something that resonated with me on a deeper level, being able to open up my mind and share some of my experiences with the professor and realize that failure and thinking linearly isn't always the best track to move forward with. And I really found my creative mindset.
Why did you find it important to create your own company?
Well, it wasn't exactly that I wanted to create my own company. It was really a forcible decision to register an LLC. And this actually put pen to paper when it came to my idea of starting a company. So we saw this huge opportunity for an investment in an agricultural technology company through Grow New York, sponsored by Cornell, and it required an LLC. So I said, you know what, it's only $150 to register for an LLC. I'm gonna put pen to paper and do whatever it takes. Even if it doesn't work out this year, I can still learn from this experience and try again next year.
Do you think your computer science major has helped you in the business?
Very much so. I would say I haven't been able to physically develop the entire product yet. However, the mindset of thinking very linearly and thinking the process through, like systems thinking, seeing things from a different perspective, really help you plan and organize your thoughts when you're moving forward with the venture.
I really like how you say, like, your first point was so cool to me, how you said linear thinking isn't always the best way. I think that's something that we all tend to do. So it's really awesome that you kind of venture away from that. Or I see that you are involved in a lot of clubs here, though. How do you manage, you starting your own business, then all the clubs, and being a student all at the same time?
Yes, so one thing led to another where initially, after having this initial spark of inspiration to go out and create a recycled greenhouse, I was encouraged by the Happy Valley Launchbox to go talk to a few people. They said, who is actually going to be a customer and pay for a recycled greenhouse? And I really had to do some thinking. People are already purchasing greenhouses. Why are they going to spend more for a greenhouse?
Yeah.
So instead, we talked to the student farm, and the student farm said, hey, we run project teams, but you should definitely look at the HESI minor. They do social entrepreneurial ventures and divide into 5 teams. That class opened up the ability for us to work on this project with a team of 5 to create a greenhouse sensor to go to market in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
That broadened my perspective of the entire world. It was life-changing. Yeah, because you're working with limited resources. Yeah. You're also a full-time student, as you mentioned. And then also you have to manage what you've already created with the student farm and relationships to make sure that these projects continue to take fold.
That's amazing. I mean, some of us can barely even handle being a student. And here you are conducting these huge projects. It's, truly incredible. What has been the hardest obstacle that you have come across throughout this whole journey?
Time. Yeah, like you mentioned, how do you manage everything? There's 24 hours in a day, 25 if you continue to work around the clock with a team, because your team really allows you, when you empower a team to work in unison, all in the same direction, you're working in parallel, and the distance for each person to move forward gets shortened, and the entire team moves one stride at a time.
Where do you want to see For Tomorrow headed in the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years, we hope to vertically integrate from our initial agricultural technology offering. This strategy allows us to avoid 280E regulations and tax laws in a regulated industry, and then move forward to vertically integrate our own farm, For Tomorrow Farms. We would be setting up operations on my roommate's plot of land in Lancaster County. We registered for permitting for hemp cultivation and nursery licensing to actually get started, hopefully this year, given that the permitting's successful. And from there, set up research and development to make sure that our technology is optimal for cannabis cultivation, and then subsidizing this same technology for 1/10 of the cost in exploited and developing impoverished economies.
You got a whole plan going. Lancaster County isn't too far from me either. What would you say, it is Startup Week, what is the most beneficial thing do you think that you believe students can take away from this week?
Yes, Startup Week is absolutely incredible. There are a measurable number of speakers, all imparting their own wisdom, their own experiences, their own journeys, and these people are there to help other entrepreneurs succeed. Myself, when I look at someone who shows that passion and that spark of really wanting to go out and do something bold, I always encourage them, go talk to some other people, because I'm not the person who's going to be there to help you along your journey, but I'm here to help guide you and make sure that you continue to move forward and light that flame of passion inside yourself.
Yeah, I think it's so amazing that, Penn State does give this opportunity to put such big dreamers all in a place together and share their thoughts, and I think that's really amazing. Where I know you talked about this a little bit, but what resources have helped you the most throughout this?
Yes, the biggest resource that Penn State has to offer, beyond just the entrepreneurial minors, is the Happy Valley Launchbox. So the Launchbox is located 123 South Burroughs Street, the Innovation Hub. It's a brand new building, huge co-working space. But beyond just the ability to meet fellow entrepreneurs, talk to advisors, people who are willing to just give you hands-on advice free of charge and not want anything out of it, you have the ability to take this idea, this seed of an idea in your mind, and actually make it a tangible reality.
Before we end, what is a piece of advice you would give to maybe a freshman who wants to have a dream like yours?
Never give up. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. As long as you keep trying, persistence and energy conquer all things.
Thank you so much, Dave, for coming in and sharing your passion as a student entrepreneur. We can't wait to see what you do, and we wish you the best with your future endeavors. Thanks for watching our show. For Nittany Talk, I'm Paloma Front, and we'll see you next time.